So as you guys read in the Google Doc, the slideshow, there's a group of refugees that are held up in Jamaica Plain because of a super mutant attack. But they came from outside the Commonwealth. And they heard, I didn't put this in the Google Doc, but they heard that the Commonwealth is a safer place now that the Institute gone. And that the Minutemen are helping to rebuild. So they've come to the Commonwealth. And the Minutemen are going to rebuild Jamaica Plain into a place where they can safely live. There's also going to be a few other, what would you call it? A few other law reasons. No, a few other utilities that Jamaica Plain will fulfill. But we'll get to them as we get to them. Yeah. So, I have written down a few ideas that I want to start with. I want to start with kind of like a primitive... Like, so I want to make an area that the settlers that came here... And I'm kind of tempted to turn the music off so I can focus, but... Yeah, I'm going to turn the music off until we start building. That's what we're going to do. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I have a button. I didn't even need an Alt-Tab. Okay. I want to build the first kind of area. Like, the settlers have come in. And they are... Like, they've built it. The Minutemen haven't come in and built it for them. And my initial thought was the church area. And this other house next to it. And we could have like a few tents. We could have an area because they'll have Brahmins with them. They can have an area for Brahmins. Maybe a little... They probably wouldn't have any plants like grown yet, you know. I'm thinking like they got here. It's only been a couple of days, you know, before and then the Minutemen come in and start building. So we're going to start off with the settlers stuff. First things first, we got to scrap. We'll just scrap around this area, clear it out a bit. How's it going, Rex? Okay, it looks like a lot of this stuff can't be scrapped. But it's okay. Because you know what? We have cheats. It's called console command. So it looks like... I should have probably done this before the stream, but that's okay. Looks like we're going to have to do a bit of console commanding to get rid of some of this stuff. We're going to start with a clean slate. Let's just make sure... Yeah, my mods are good. Yeah, it's scrapping time. Just want to clear it out. So... I kind of had an idea for the church that the church could be an area where they kind of set up their first little indoor place. And I was, oh God, I thought, are they duplicating? No, they're not. There's just a lot. Okay, it looks like a lot, yeah, a lot of this is going to have to be console commanded out. That's okay. Oh, I scrap everything every time. It's all good. You're too obsessed with it. So. We're not really gonna... do we want to keep a few pews in here? We probably should. Let's just leave this how it is for now. Let's go out here. And do this house. Oh, there's some ghouls in here. This is the first... Actually, no, this isn't the first time you guys have seen me use a gun. I'm using a controller. Because I find the controller's a lot easier to build with than mouse and keyboard. Is there another one? Oh, there is. Okay. Yeah, the 10 mil's a pretty good gun. It's not a bad gun. The issue with Quincy is that that you couldn't scrap things. Like, yeah, a lot of this stuff can't be scrapped. But I have a pretty efficient way of doing it with the console command, so it's all good. I just kind of just want to do like a scrap as much as we can. Just to see what we're working with. We don't need the resources, but it needs to be done. Okay. That'll do for that for now anyway. Because I don't really want to start there. I want to start over here. See this, guys? That bush looks like it's floating. Todd, oh Todd. Can't even place a bush into the ground, Todd. So disappointed. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to start over here. I'm going to start the build over here. And build like a couple of areas where Brahmin can sleep. Like the ones that are carrying all their stuff. Yeah, tents and stuff. Okay. So, let's have a look at the area. What I like to do is I like to go into flycam. Make sure that I am nice and fast. Because I often show my builds from a higher altitude. So, I like to see where it could look nice. So, we've got this playground area. I don't really want to build it in the cemetery. We're going to leave the cemetery because, you know, I don't think they would want to do that. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to... What I do is I just go like, oh, we can't actually scrap that. But could we scrap? Okay, a lot of this can't be scrapped. That's okay. We can work around it. And to be honest, having this as a Brahmin pen with that in there, and maybe that's where they can go in and sleep at night. See, this is where you just come up with it on the fly. That's probably going to be a part of it now. That this is where the Brahmin, you know, can go in and sleep at the night. We'll fence this area off. Give them a little covered spot. Give them a spot where they can eat. Yep, that's going to be what we do first. Okay. Let's do it. Let me... Oops. Okay, we're all good. What we can do later is I can give you guys tours of some of the other settlements, I was thinking. That could be a fun thing. Fun little thing we do in like a break, when we feel like having a break from building. Because I haven't given you guys like a proper tour. It's time to play in the cemetery. How's it going, Commander Davey? Okay, so first things first, we got to fence this area off. We have options. We have a few different fence types. So we have the fence types in the base game, which are... They're in structures, fences, the wire fences. Well, these aren't the base game, but these ones are. And if we click F2, we can sink it into the ground all good. We can use them, which is probably a good idea. We can also... Let me actually start recording. Alright, guys, tell me if the stream starts lagging. I'm going to record a separate version of OBS, and it might start lagging, and I might have to stop recording on the stream one. Let's see. Let's see. There's a good chance, because I don't know if I can record two different... It looks okay. Is it all good? I think we're all good. My PC's running okay. I think we're good. Alright, cool. So we've got two recordings running. This is what I got to try and keep track of like, making sure I'm recording two things at once, but that's okay. Alright. We also have these ones. I like these ones, but they're a bit small compared to them, so it probably won't look very good. We have kind of these ones, but they're a bit too built up for, like, these guys just moving in. There's these ones. I think we're just going to go with the wire fences, guys. I think we're just going to go with the wire fences. And what we're going to do is we are simply just going to patch in the holes. Just like that. Simple as that. So that the Brahmin can't get out. Put a gate here. See, I can't scrap any of these, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Maybe the gate can go here. Kind of fits better there. Doesn't sink into the ground too well. Doesn't look the best. I think we're just going to put it there. Yeah, that's our best option. We do have these kind of sideways ones. That looks fine. That's all good. So there actually wasn't that much I had to patch up. I guess here as well. I kind of want to keep a little... You know what we could do, actually? Let's go like this. Because that's kind of awkward. There. We can... maybe make it go across from here. And maybe just leave like a little... But then they're so uneven. If we sink it down, that looks okay. Just to kind of section the entrance off a bit. See, if I put that there... Oh no, it goes that way. It sinks into the ground a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, I just poked my eye, trying to itch it. Okay. Can you install big busty NPCs? Who's to say I don't already have it installed? Who's to say? Man, my eye. I actually poked my eye. Okay. So we've got it fenced off. Okay. So, our kind of story was the Brahmin are going to sleep in there. They're going to need somewhere to eat. I know I have a nice... I think we just use the bathtub. I actually got a mod which puts, like, feed in there now. I actually downloaded that today. Okay, where are we going to put that? Let's put it... probably over here. I'd say. What else? Maybe another feed trough. Because there's going to be a few Brahmin. But then they're going to look the exact same. We'll put another one over here. What did you miss? You missed me aimbotting a few goals with my amazing aim. We can put a bell in here. You know, like they can ring it when they want the Brahmin to come out. Let's put the bell. Maybe they use it to wake them up. Put the bell there. There's not really going to be a whole lot we can do with this. What we can have is an area probably inside where the stuff that come off of the Brahmins can go. We'll just need to spawn in a couple of Brahmins to go in here. There's not really a whole lot we can put down. So what I like to do, if there's not many more ideas of like what the area can have, just put down a few crates. Simply just place down a few crates. Or barrels. Just to make the area look like there's more going on, you know? We can also put down some more plants in here, actually. That's another thing. Maybe a couple more trees. That's true. That's true. There is some milk stuff in Woody's Wasteland. We could also have, like, a little construction area in here, maybe. where they store some supplies. Simply like that. A wheelbarrow. You gotta have a wheelbarrow. I think you can put stuff in the wheelbarrow. Anyway. So the milk stuff. The milk stuff. We also have this. Could that... It could go in there, but it kind of doesn't work. A water trough. I think Woody's Wasteland has a water trough. This is the thing about building on stream, is a lot of it is just going to be me trying to find... No, we don't really want to build a barn, because we just want this to look like the settlers have... Let's place down some more crates and stuff. I don't really want to put down the milking stuff, because it's not really for them to milk. Like, this is just... They come here, the settlers came here, and they just put the Brahmin in here, you know, and unloaded some supplies off of them. That's really it. That's like what this is. Simple. So we'll just place down some random junk. All around the place. Just to make it look like there's a little bit more going on than there actually is. Like this corner. That corner needs something. I don't know what it is. But it needs something. Just like that. Maybe a spot for someone to sit, you know? Some tires. A broom in case the Brahmin has a massive... You know what? There are some good things in this tab. Like... Ooh. Are we cooking? If I put this here, is that cooking? Well, then it looks like the plants are coming out of... Well, it kind of looks like maybe the plants coming from under the car. And there's dirt under there, so, you know, that works. Because there is a road there. Scratch them with a broom if they're itchy. An outhouse. Like I said, they just got here. They just go out the back and dig a hole. Okay, that actually doesn't really line up very well. We're not going to do that. And that car rail's already there. Okay. Seriously, I know that actually one thing we do need is... just like a wall oil lamp. Oh, that's completely floating. So, we need to put that one on. Okay, it's going to be a pain. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe it is. I might have to put it up a little bit higher than I wanted to. What if we put it over here? Actually, that wouldn't make sense behind there. What about here? Okay, we found a spot. You know, if they come out at night to check on the Brahmin, they need an oil lamp. They're not going to have any electricity. Food. No, because they just got here. Maybe a little cookery area. We'll do that somewhere over there. Okay. Just want to check in CVC. Because they have some good stuff in here. Here we go. That's what someone mentioned earlier. The water tub. So, they're going to need a water tub. So I think we're going to get rid of this one and make that the water tub. There we go. It's funny, I'm spending all this time building this area, and you know how much time it'll take up in the video? Maybe 8 seconds. You know, this would work quite well for an area like this. Where are we going to put it, though? Maybe this was on the back of a Brahmin and they kind of pieced it together. It was in pieces. When they got here, they pieced it together. So that works. We can put this somewhere. So they have a little bit of electricity. I don't hate it being there. Okay. So now, the Brahmin pen is pretty much done. That was just a simple, quick thing. So what I'm going to do is I save the game. And while I'm looking at it, unrecord and record again. Because then, actually that unrecorded both of the OBSs. Interesting. Mod for the expanded is called, I literally think it's just called Jamaica Plain Expanded. Laying in bed with your dog, very nice. So we're going to leave the cemetery. See, because I show the stuff, I like to have a save while I'm looking at it. So when I'm going back and recording B-roll, I can see the picture of what it is. And then I know, you know, what I'm doing. So we could fence this area off here. We're going to delete this. Hopefully I can. It's a non-ref object, so I can't. Nine days, yeah. Why do you guys think these videos take so long? And then there's all the recording, there's the script, there's the reading out the script, there's the editing, there's the writing the story, there's the animation, there's the cinematics. Like, you guys don't understand. This stuff isn't just like, yep, build a settlement, record a bit, upload. There's a lot that goes to it. So I want to make it look like they've made a little scrappy wall in this area to keep it kind of protected. I like these car ones. Exactly, like, you know, the reason you guys like these videos is because, you know, a lot of time goes into them, makes them more fun to watch. It just works, yeah. You know what we can do, though? We can fix Todd's mistake. By the way, people were asking where the log cabins came from in the last video. It is called Wasteland Architect Log Cabin. They're actually really good. The only thing I don't like about them is they look a bit clean. Like the walls look a bit clean. So what I do, I'll give you guys a quick tip. What I did in the last video is when there was 2 walls, what I do, it takes a bit of time, but you go into CVC. Then you go to here, and you go to here, and you look for the middle, and you just put, like, to make it look more scrappy. And then you put one along the top, along the bottom, and along the sides. Just makes it look a lot better. Is it in 720p? It shouldn't be in 720p. You should be able to change. You're happy waiting knowing they'll be good. Very nice. This one's kind of weird for some reason. You guys see that little glitched out? So we're going to pick a different one. Because that looks not right. There we go. Maybe a ute. I don't want it to look too built up. So I kind of like this one. Like it's just random junk. You know? So again, if you guys are just coming into the stream, if you go !law, you'll get led into a Google Doc, which teaches you, or teaches you, it will show you the kind of backstory that we're going for with this place. I'm just going to continue to wall this off. These ones are good because they're very scrappy. It looks like that. Like, this doesn't look permanent, which is what we want. We want it to look like they come here, they all kind of got together and just made a quick little setup. Random person, welcome. So what we did is we just spawned in a bunch of materials because I didn't want to spend time doing that for the stream. So going forward, we're probably just going to spawn them in, to be honest. Because I don't even show it in the video. It's just a waste of time at this point. I've decided. So, what I also wanted to do was kind of fix up. Where are the yes, Deadlands. So we have this floating bush, which no one will probably notice, but it bothers me. So we will just simply add more bushes and cover it up. Like that. Some reason I can't pick them back up. Oh, I know why, I think. If I go like that. Nope. Okay, anyway. It doesn't matter because they're fine where they are. We could also make it blend in a bit better. Put that there. This area is looking a bit too clean for an area that they just came in on. So a little bit of rubble would go a long way. Kind of lead, because otherwise the fences kind of just stop. We want to kind of blend it in. We don't have a whole lot in there that will work, but I mean that is okay. So now we have this area kind of as its own little area, its own little thing where the settlers have come and made their first little outpost, little safe area. Maybe one of the Brahmins had a turret on its back. Actually, no, my turrets aren't in there. They're in here. So, we could put the turret. Actually, let's save that for now. So this area here, what are we thinking? I'm thinking a little storage area. Because you've got the Brahmins there. And then they could have stored some of their supplies here. So, a good way to start off an area is like a decorating an area. Is CVC, and you go to Spaces Deco. External. I wouldn't mind having a little shaded area over it, though. We can do that in a sec. Maybe we can make this just like where they started a little farm in this area here. To be honest, if I scrapped all the, or made it so I could build in all the buildings, my FPS by the end would be horrible, so it's not worth it. Putting something like this down would work as well. This is a really good spot. Anyway, storage. See, I'm very all over the place when I build. I'm very all over the place, so that's why I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, we want to go. So I just got to try to stay on task. Like, I might look like I know what I'm doing in the videos, but half the time I'm just like figuring it out as I go a lot of the time. So, you know, that looks too normal. Looks like not natural. A lot of it is figuring out, like, coming up with the theme for the area, and then you just figure it out as you go along, you know? And build and build and build until it looks good. There's no magic, you know, way of doing it. You build until it starts looking good. And if it doesn't, you fucked up somewhere. Actually, you know what are some good containers? Well, we could do these ones as well. Like, look at that. How much better that looks just by adding... And not placing things too systematically. Just be random with it. You know? You're not creating an architectural structure that is like a piece of art. You're placing down storage containers as if someone just chucked them there. So just chuck them there. Sounded dodgy for a second? What? Yeah, we need to find some tents. What are you guys talking about? Entrances and exits. What have I missed? Anyway, let's build a little structure. Or preferably some tents. I don't know where I can get... I know I have tents somewhere. When in doubt, go to CVC because it has everything. We have some canopies. Ooh. You know what? But then that looks like... Well, it looks like they've built it over the statue then, because the statue's broken. So I don't hate that, you know? I actually don't hate that. I think we're gonna go with that. It's okay. And then... We just got to fill in this area there. We could also have a couple of chairs here. Like a hangout spot, you know. There's probably... I mean, this is like in a town, so there's definitely going to be one of these chilling around somewhere. You know. Probably a bit further out. Couple of spots where they hang out. So they've got some storage. What else would they have in this area? Maybe an area... Well, they have some of these crates, definitely. Adds a bit of colour as well. So I'm thinking like a whole community moved here. So it's not just a few settlers, like a whole community moved here. So they have a lot of stuff they're bringing with them, you know. But then again, they could only grab, I guess, what was readily available, so they wouldn't have too much. Definitely a campfire. Except they wouldn't have that under here. So. Maybe they found an old couch. Like, this is thrown together stuff. This is... They just got here. They're just surviving, grabbing what they can find. You wouldn't want a couch there. But these guys don't care about that couch. They didn't make it. It's coming together. Why is that so bright? Oh, the light's on it. That's okay. You can put it there. Probably also put one of these down. Now, they need an area where they cook. They can cook on the fire. Maybe... Okay, so this is where they're chilling out. This is their living area and a bit of storage. Kind of like where they just are coming out during the day. These are always kind of nice to put down. Probably wouldn't look horrible like that to... Yeah, we do want a cooking station. I like this one. But that's the chill spot. The cooking we're going to do back here. And we're going to put a couple of plants in there. I know it doesn't make sense because they just got here, but I don't care. We're going to do it. Where are they going to cook? Maybe the cooking can happen over here. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to move that and put that there. We're going to put the cooking here. And I'll put a campfire under this. You know, it'd be great if I could look at that campfire, click a button, and it would duplicate it. But no, I have to go find it, but I already know where it is, so it's all good. We could even do one of these. Then we're going to do this. And I think if we put 2 of them... It looks a little bit brighter. Yeah. But then there's a little bit too much fire. Like there's 2 of them looking the exact same. So we're actually just going to swap that out. Alright, change of plans, guys. We're going to put that there. Okay. And then... Actually, you know what we can also do? Yeah, we're going to go to CVC. Now, where is CVC's? Is it in resources? Lights? I know they have stuff kind of in weird places sometimes. Oh, furniture maybe. Right. Decorations? This is why a controller I think is so much better. Because you can just flick through stuff. You know what? They would have a shopping cart. Because they, you know, that someone could have been pushing that along. And I mean, you can't go wrong with putting down a ladder somewhere, you know. They just put this structure up, so a ladder is great. Building fire. Oh, true. There it is. Thank you. God, streaming this is actually so much better. You guys can help me find things. Here we go. You know what? We're actually going to change that one out then, because we already have one of them. Like, having 2 of the same looking things in one area just isn't very good. Doesn't look very good. Yeah. And because this is on concrete, they don't need stones around it, you know? Yeah, it does. And it just doesn't look as nice. Like, that looks so much better now, doesn't it? The whole area looks so much better now that... Because if I had 2 of them, your eye would see that they're the same, and it would break immersion. So, as much as you can, you want to not do that. We're just going to... I mean, hey, this is going to be the first thing people see in the video, okay? You got to think about this, so... This area is going to get a lot of love, a lot of little details. I mean, they all get a lot of little details, but... Do we like that? I think we like that better. Okay. I'm not hating it, you know. What we can also... I like putting little sheets of metal underneath them. Yeah, first impressions, exactly. Exactly. We can't, you know, have a shit build for the first thing and they're like, this guy has no fucking idea what he's doing. Why am I watching this video? And he sounds like an idiot too. No, you guys wouldn't think that now, would you? And also, just because we're looking at it from this angle, right? Now we got to look at it from this angle. Still looks good, you know? But then what about this angle? Still looks good. So, because I make videos, so I got to make sure, you know, I don't know where I'm going to get. I'm not just going to have one camera angle from one spot. I'm going to have from multiple. So you got to, I like to look around and, okay, we're going to put down a little bit of supplies around here. But this is literally just to tell the story that some settlers have, and maybe someone put a sign up so that the ones that are lagging behind in the convoy that came here, they're like, hey, the little community area's in there. So we got a sign. Let's even maybe just to blend the church area in with the wall so it doesn't look. We'll do that. Okay. What else could we put? A trash can, definitely. We can put that right there. Oh, they're gonna need some supplies to keep the power turbine kind of up and running. So here we go, garage. We need to put down some tables and stuff first, though. Metal ones work better outdoors, in my opinion. Especially for like a industrial setting, like repairing this. You don't want to place too much, though. You don't want to overdo it. You can definitely overdo the decorating to where it looks like too much. And then we simply place down some random objects. Well, not random. Utility items to keep the wind turbine operational. And we have a shopping cart over there, but this one's different and it's got a bunch of stuff. So we're going to put down another one. And it's got a bunch of, like, tool stuff. So you know what? That's where it's going to live. And then maybe they also have back here. Okay. Garden. There's some good stuff in garden. So now we're going to do the plant section here. So now we need some garden stuff for this area. Maybe they haven't put the fence up yet, so they've just got that there. Got some spare fertilizer. Okay. What crops are they going to plant here? Doesn't really matter what we choose. I kind of want to go for potatoes. What are you guys thinking? You know what we can actually do? We can put... like that was already here. Just to put something extra in that area. It's kind of plain. Yeah, actually, that's true. There doesn't have to just be one plant, because this is just kind of thrown together. So, okay, we're going to have to do a bit of spawn and a bit of cheating. Oh, no, we do have some stuff. Okay, we're going to go one moot fruit in the back because it's the biggest. And then we're going to go smaller as we come this way. It doesn't make sense that they would do it like that. But it'll look better in the video. So we're going to do it like that. I don't have many, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we can just put down what I've got. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's just kind of, they've just got a tiny bit of everything going there. I don't hate it. Carrots. Got to think about how long this stuff would take to grow. Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it was already here. Could have been already here when they got here. Maybe a settler was trying to build here. You could just come up with endless. That's why you can do anything. Because you can seriously just come up with endless stories of why things are like they are. Okay. We're going to give this area a little bit more of a fenced off feel though. Because, you know, it's kind of open to there. Yeah, wild moot fruit does exist. That is true. We don't really want to... That's fine. And then we'll put some more gardening stuff here. So how's the stream going so far? Is everyone having fun? Is it going well? Do you guys like me? Am I washed up? Are my building skills washed up? Okay. We're just going to put down a little bit over here. Okay. Good to know I'm not washed up yet. That's good. Glad to hear it. Don't really like that. I'm going to be honest. I don't like that being there. You know what we're going to do? We are going to... do that. Like something needs to be here, but it can't be too much. It just won't look right. So, I like to put down cinder blocks when I'm unsure. Or it just doesn't look right with a whole, you know, too much there. We can also kind of use them as a bit of a... to section off the edge of that. And you know what else we can use for that? Just to kind of give it a bit of a sectioned off feel. We don't want to place down too many, so that's enough. And then, this is the more... oh, actually, a clothesline. These guys are going to want to... they're going to need a place to clean their clothes too. Post-apocalyptic Sims. That's a good... that is true. Okay, where would they dry their clothes? Over here. So we're actually going to get rid of that because it's in the way. And that didn't really serve much of a purpose. But it is next to the bin. And I like the bin there. Ah, right there. Oh, but then when that opens up... okay, we're just going to pretend... we can put it up here. Kind of in the air that way as well, a bit higher up. We're going to go for that. And then we'll just put on a couple of random little things there. Exactly. That'll do. That'll do. You know what? There's a random car door there. Why is there a random car door there? Sometimes there doesn't need to be a reason. You just do it. That's how you make things look scrappy. If everything has a reason, then it's a bit much. It's coming together though, right? I mean, how long have we been streaming? Not heaps long. And we've already whipped up a little area. Which is good. Because I was afraid I was going to be very slow. A car. You know what? This area's... all it needs, like this area now, has enough going on. If I add too much more, it's going to lose, you know, the feel of it. So, the way I like to kind of finish them off is just look around. Where's it look boring? Right here. And just put down some stuff. Doesn't have to have much thought. Let the area tell its own story. You don't have to come up with it. Just some random junk. Now, we probably don't want bright blue next to green. That is something I'm going to try to avoid. And you know what? There we go. Now, if I want to be really detail-y, I usually only do this for my interiors. Now, I've got to find where it is. I can't remember. I think it's... oh, it's in household. We can put down little stuff like this. If you want to be really... you want the area to be really detailed. It's not really necessary, but I do like to do it. Like, especially near the trash can. You know, there's going to be more trash coming out of that thing than we just see that's in it, you know. These guys don't care if it lands in the trash can. A grave or two for the people they lost. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But we're not going to put it back there because that's full and they wouldn't want to do that. So, we're not going to do that. But this is like the finishing touches to an area. And it just makes it look a little bit more interesting, especially on the video, you know. Just little scrappy bits. And I think with that, we can call that bit done. I mean, you can keep going for as long as you want with stuff like this. That's kind of the thing. You just stop, you know. But because it's the start of the... it'll be the start of the video. We want it to look really interesting. So maybe they have a little counter here. Now, the thing is... maybe here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put a little counter here. And what they're going to put on this counter is some food that they're going to cook over the fire there. Such as... I don't have any food on me though. Oh, yes we do. We have a little bit. I'm just going to put down whatever I've got on me. Which is apparently not a lot. I've got a couple of meat fruits. Okay. That's that. You know what? I don't really have any beer bottles. That's okay. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking with that? Good enough? Done? So that took us half an hour just for that little area. So we have the Brahmin pen, where they sleep in that little thing. They didn't want to do anything with the cemetery, so they left that. And I've got this little area that they've kind of just put together. I like it. Now I need a quick catch up on chat and have a quick break. I think they can. I think there was a Yeah. See? They can just crawl up in there. All good. A Brahmin would fit in there without the backpacks on them and stuff. Just. Looking good. Very nice. Very nice. So. That's okay. They just have to squeeze in there. Maybe it's for the baby Brahmin. We have this house. And we have the church. I was thinking the church, I'm just going to slap down a bunch of beds at the front. And then back here, they're going to have a priest that was with them. And he's going to live up the top there. And he's going to, like, keep an eye on them and kind of keep their spirits up. I was thinking about this yesterday. Because they're not sleeping outside. This is where they come out and chill out. And, you know, when they already have a structure, they're going to use that structure. So, we're going to put the beds in the church. And it's a big area, so all the community are going to sleep in this area, right? And then at the front, we'll have a little area for the priest. Let's do it. I think we're going to have to use a bit of console commands here, though. To scrap all these pews. Maybe not. Yeah, for some of them we will, which is fine. We're just going to scrap everything for now. I like to start with a clean slate most of the time. A lookout? That's a good idea. Yeah, I should be able to get rid of the dirt. I hope I can. If I can't, I have an idea to fix it. We have workarounds. So now we need to... So these are non-ref objects. Which isn't good. What about this guy? Okay, we can get rid of him. We can get rid of this sleeping bag. But you know what? It's fine. Because what we're going to do... We're going to make it look like this bit here. They've pushed them like that to be a little cover in case someone comes through the door. Okay? And then we do have all these dirt spots, which I can't get rid of, unfortunately. But, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? The stream should be going on YouTube. This build will be the next YouTube video. The videos will still be the same. Just every now and again, there will be clips from the stream when someone comes up with a good idea and stuff like that. So, we're just going to have to do little raised areas above it, unfortunately. Wasn't what I was planning, but it's just what we're going to have to do. It's just what we're going to have to do. Where is... I actually got a mod. I haven't used these parts yet. I got a mod which adds this. Yeah, I think we're just going to put in like little raised bits where they can put their sleeping bags. And then back here we can put some more. And then these pews, we'll just make it look like they've put them there. And we'll put sandbags around it, like bits where if someone attacks, they can all, you know. Right, let's go to... I like to use Woody's Wasteland stuff. For stuff like this. Now, we see a bit of Z-clip in there. We just simply do that, and it fixes it. Using the... Oh, there's still a little bit more. There we go. Okay, they're going to want a little stair to get up to their platform. Actually, no, let's just build a few more platforms first. Put one here. We could even use the scaffolds, but... The church will be... Yeah, where everyone sleeps. And then, yeah, we'll make the top a lookout as well, because that just makes sense. That makes sense. You're getting your wish. So you come in. And we're going to not put them there because we need a bit more room. And then there'll be a couple more there. Maybe just some on the ground there. Now, I'm looking for stairs. There we go. They kind of line up a bit too well, but it's okay. Like, it looks a bit unnatural, but no, it looks okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. So that's where we'll put a couple of beds. Mattresses, mostly. Just a spot where they all just lay on the ground. Pardon me, they just got here, so... You know, maybe there's one guy who has a bed. He found it somewhere in town. Actually, no, we won't do that on the platform, though. We want it to feel cramped. We want it to feel like... You know... They're all sleeping together. Keeping each other warm. So... Now I'm going to... Where are the... G2M. That's what I want. G2M, defense. Now we're going to put down some sandbags here. To make it look like these pews are intentionally there. You know? Make it look like their little defensive point. That's what we're going to do. Okay, maybe not that one there, though. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Okay, we got some of that down. Okay, we haven't dropped any frames. That's good. Is it? Hasn't been lagging, has it? It's all good. Is there game audio for you guys? Can you guys hear me, like, clicking through the menus and stuff? Yeah, okay. Okay. What I also like to do with sandbags is I like to put down some Like this, but they're a little bit too big. Right, we have to turn the snapping off. Just makes it look like there's a little bit more going on. Which I like. Just like that. Yeah, exactly. The lead... Not really the leader, but the guy who is keeping everyone's spirits up. I guess he is their leader, but he wouldn't see himself as their leader. We're going to want to board up the windows as well. But let's just continue on with the bed situation. Maybe someone sleeps on a couch. Someone pulled a couch in here. And sleeps on it. And then we can put down an actual bed as well. Doesn't have to just be all mattresses. Okay. Maybe one more bed. Or maybe a few more, actually. Maybe we'll do... one of these ones. I think that's enough. A crashed vertebra with some defenses around it. That's interesting. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I mentioned earlier that they would have had a turret on the back of their Brahmin. We're going to put that turret right. Should we put it inside or outside? I kind of like the idea that they're putting everything that they can inside because it's where they feel safe. So I'm going to put it inside. Might be a bit loud, but they don't care. Maybe the sound of it makes them sleep better because they know that they're protected from the turret. There we go. Yeah, natural choke point, exactly. So now we got to board up the windows. Yes, that is true. Let's do that now. We'll add more decorations. Don't worry, this isn't the final product, but I usually do like the kind of decorating part last. Because then you have everything else set up. This is another reason why controller's so good. Because you can do fine movements. So if you play on mouse and keyboard, you build a mouse and keyboard and you have a controller, you should give controller a go. I find it... I don't usually use controllers in games, but we'll also do like little things like this so it doesn't look so... Doesn't need to be too much. If people are looking at how I place the patchwork, then we've got a problem. Because that's not where their focus should be. Unless I specifically show it, which is possible. We can also do some vertical ones, but then I might have to kind of double them up. Again, just make it random. That's like the biggest advice I can give with this build style is don't think too hard about everything. Some things you do have to think about. Stuff like this. The only thing you have to think about is don't have too much of the same thing in one spot. Like, see how I just didn't do one of every, like the same bed all over? All different beds. All different patches. It just, yeah, it makes it look so much better. That's like the #1 tip that I would give a new builder. A lot of people know this, but if you're new to building, you know, not everyone knows that. So that would be my #1 tip. Maybe that one they haven't fully patched up. It's only kind of semi-patched up. We do have metal ones as well, but they're on a lean. Maybe they're leaning some metal up there. That kind of works. Yeah. That's a good idea. Definitely. We will get the settlers in here at some point. Once I've finished this kind of first area, we'll get the settlers in here. Because then in the video, it just looks better. It helps kind of the people see what I was going with better. Having the settlers. Yeah, we'll do that. We've got to put a door on here. Doors. Do I have snap? Okay, it's not going to snap. We're going to have to place it manually, but that's okay. I kind of like this red one, to be honest. It looks more fortified, so we're going to use that one. And it fits in good. Yeah, that works. It is a little bit... I'll just move it over a tad. I think that's better. Okay. A little bit more patching. 3 more windows. We could definitely do some like with these to help break it up a bit. These are just a bit more fiddly, but that's okay. And then we can also put do that as well. Yeah, I can't get rid of that dirt, but it's okay because it will work. And see, I built over it there as well. But we can make it look good. We can make it look good. We just got to patch in all of these. I'm not minding streaming and building. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than... I mean, you guys have actually helped me out remember a couple of things, so that's good. Inside garden? Well, they've already got a garden outside. But maybe. Well, we got the 2 windows up the front there as well. Doesn't matter too much how this stuff looks here. Like, this is... As long as it looks good enough, it'll be in the background. We just don't want too much clipping. Like, as long as stuff ain't clipping, it'll look good. It'll work, you know. I like the God rays coming through. That'll look good on the video, getting a nice cinematic shot of that. The God rays, get it? Because it's a church. Oh, boy. The puns have started already. The first build stream. Whoops. Whoa, where'd that one just disappear to? I placed it. I think I moved right at the last second. This one just looked a little bit weird, so I'm just putting a few extra little... Yeah, that's better. And then we'll do another one that's just kind of got some stuff leaning. They don't all need to be fully boarded. And then, what we can also do, they've got some spares, you know. What, they just had the perfect amount to do all the windows? No, no, no. They've gathered up some more just in case. Which is what we're going to place around. Season 2 is probably going to be the last season, guys. I will probably do separate videos for the DLC, but I don't know if there's going to be much more past Season 2. But I don't know how many episodes are going to be in Season 2. We'll see. That will be decided along the way. Yes, it will. I mean, we can't really go wrong with just putting down this stuff everywhere, honestly. It just helps to fill it in. It makes sense. Some at the door would work. Some extra little bits. I mean, I don't know why that one's not looking normal, but that's okay. Oh, it's floating. Not anymore. Okay, soon though, it's going to be too much. Very soon, it's going to start being too much. I think we're at the limit. I think that's plenty. Oh yes, you did ask about the DLCs. Yeah, yeah. We will definitely do the DLCs. Does my build affect the spawn of enemies? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I know exactly what you're asking. Do you mean like of the attacks that happen on the settlement? We want to make it look like they just moved in. That's the whole idea of this church. They've just moved in. They've got shit everywhere. I haven't played Fallout 76 in a long time. Long time. Alright, they're going to want some chairs. And we will get some power in here from that wind turbine that we got outside as well. Get some minimal amount of lights in here. Alright. You know what we're going to do here? This is going to be where they all sit. Where the preacher kind of preaches to them, you know? So we're just going to have a bunch of random chairs. I like this idea. I could definitely use some more candles. That's a good idea as well. Yeah, this is where they all get their daily motivation. And, like, these guys are a community. They work together, you know, so they all come together. Have that kind of meeting there. Kind of like in the Fallout show. You remember when the Vault, people in the Vault were having that meeting? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think the gunners spawn in Quincy. But I think the mod that I have removes it. Like the build mod. The mod that allows me to build that. I think it removes it. Because I haven't had a problem when I've gone back there. Okay, do we think that's enough? Maybe one more at the back here. Maybe a little couch at the back. What are we thinking? A gunner spy in the area. Maybe. Yeah, that's definitely enough chairs. We wanted it to look busy, though. Which it does. I couldn't do anything about all the dirt, but that's okay. Because it helps to add to the... You know, we can use that dirt to our advantage. We can make it look like a part of the decorations. Candles. Okay, before we need tables before we do candles. Just random stuff here and there. You know what we should actually be putting down instead? Is CVC. They have some good, yeah. So we can have some spare chairs over here. A bunch. An ungodly amount of spare chairs tucked in the corner. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to put that there. I think. Yeah. I kind of like the idea of that being there. But I want that to be like one that someone sleeps on. Okay. Definitely need some more of this stuff around. Random little... Maybe there was some paintings that they took off. I can see it. Okay, it's definitely got the scrappy vibe going. It's very scrappy. But I don't hate it. Maybe not a portrait of the Christian God. Maybe they worship something else. I don't know. Maybe they worship the Brahmin. Or death claws. Or some wasteland creature. Todd! That's funny. You know what? Maybe the priest is a little bit shady. And he doesn't like the idea. Like, maybe there's some shady guys that don't like the priest. So he's got some barbed wire set up here. Because, you know, he's like, okay, one day, these two guys that sit at the back giving me the side eye all the time, they might jump over and try and kill me and take over the group. So he's going to need a guy here standing next to him with a gun. He's going to need some muscle. You know. We definitely need some ladders. Like, how did they patch up all of these, you know? So we definitely need some more ladders. Takedown, how's it going? I'm not going to read that chat message out loud. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. All of my connectors are in here now for some reason. Well, the ones that I want to use right now. Does it make sense that they have a big pole here? Sometimes you just work... Oh, mate, that goes like that. I don't hate it, though. It's okay. I'm just going to connect up some electricity. I kind of like the idea that it goes into the building from here. And then we can have it go in through that window. I really got to move my chat to the different part of my monitor. Because I'm having to like stretch my neck a bit. There we go. Perfect. I could actually even put it there. Would be better. Because then we can just put them on here. It's probably too many. We'll do it on every second one. Yeah. That's better. And then they're just going to have... Oh, you know what they're going to have? They're going to have a spotlight watching the front. Definitely. Perfect location for it. Yeah, hang on. Let me just move the chat real quick, guys. Give me 1 sec. Because I've got 2 OBSs up. Can we put that there? And then we put that there. Like... Give me 1 sec. I'm just having to stretch my neck, and it's going to give me problems, I think, if I don't fix it. And I'll be able to read your guys' messages a lot easier. So let me just do this. Oh, nope. I don't want to do that. Nope. Okay. I think we're good. I think we are good. Back to building. I do think I'm going to upload the streams, yeah. I mean, I'm recording the stream. And I'm recording the gameplay without the stream as well. So, yeah. There's a good chance the streams get uploaded. We are putting some lights in here. That's what we're doing. Giving them a bit of electricity. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Oh, you know what we need? We need some of these to shine on the priest. You know, he's got an ego. He needs... It doesn't really work as I wanted it to. This is unfortunate. But what we can do is we can place it. Actually. Back here. Maybe that light can shine on whatever image of the thing that they worship. We'll figure that out as we go. Yeah, that's kind of the story that I've revealed to you guys so far. There's a little bit more, but you guys will have to wait for the video. We can hide some in here as well. Yeah. And then maybe they just have... They've got to have some more lights in here. I do like the idea of candles, though. Someone said candles earlier. I do like that idea. Let's do that. Miscellaneous. Yeah, here we go. This is some Warhammer 40k shit right here. We're going to put some candles. Not everywhere. We don't want to overdo it. But we definitely want a lot of candles, you know. To make them not all look the same, we can place like a bunch to kind of together. Top of the ladder? On one of these? No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay. Now, the priest up here is going to want some tables. We're going to have to give him some knickknacks. Some objects that they worship. Or hold with great value. Definitely. So... he's going to want a chair up here. He's going to have a fancy chair, though. Definitely. Okay. Purge the heretics. Okay. I'm being careful with what I put up here because... we want to give it a certain vibe. Maybe they worship... no, because then they'd just be children of Adam. And I don't want them... they're not children of Adam. Just give him a flamethrower up here. Nothing in there. What are we thinking? They worship purified water. You know what we need, actually? We need some paintings. Maybe they worship Jack Cabot. The Cabot family. Why do they worship the Cabot family, though? It's kind of mysterious. Maybe we don't need a reason. Maybe we just... yeah, maybe one of them... maybe we don't need law for it. Maybe it's better as a mystery. What are we thinking? I kind of like it because they're a mysterious family. And that's like the only thing that's put nicely up is the pictures. They're the only things that are orderly in the whole building. Everything else is chucked around. But no, they... we're going to go to a restricted area back there. They worship a Protectron. Maybe... they see them as... because maybe some dude knew about them. And it was passed on of generation to generation. They see that they don't age. And there's been folklore. There's been kind of like mixed stories in the group about them. Like, they don't actually know who they are or a lot about them. But somehow it started where they, like, it started way back where their groups looked up to them. And now it's just turned into a whole thing. And no one even really knows why. Well, except for that they don't age. And they see that as like, they're gods of the wasteland. Pre-war ghoul. Anyway, let's put some more lights here, I think. Is that too much light? I kind of liked it a bit darker, I think. Just in the middle. Yeah, I like the darker better. Okay. Now we just need some more candles. Up here. We're going to put them on tables. We have to put something on that table there. Maybe the mysterious serum. That's what it's called, right? The serum that you get from the cabots. Maybe we'll put a mysterious serum on that table. I don't hate that idea. It's okay. You know, this is the sacred area, so they wipe their feet when they come up these stairs. Just have a cannon up here. A flamingo? Why do I like that idea of having a flamingo up here? Why do I like that idea? It's a little bit too silly, I think. It's coming together, though. Okay. I'm liking it. There's not really a whole lot more we need to do. We could put some more decorations around here. But it tells the story of what it is, and that's all you need to do. You can go too far with these things, and you lose the purpose of them. Like, this is a bunch of people taken refugee in the church. They have a belief system that's keeping them going. I like that nebula bomb. I like that idea. I'm going to steal it and use it in the video. Potentially. But you might get a shout out if I remember. I kind of want to put some... I'm just farming you guys for ideas. I kind of want to put some flowers up here. Like some offerings. Offerings! This is the offering table. This table right here is the offering table. This is the offering table. What is going to be on the offering table? You Coca-Cola? Milk from the Brahmin. Oh, yes. Milk from the Brahmin. They offer milk from the Brahmin. It's strong. Maybe strong is the priest. No, we're not going to have strong as the priest, but it's a funny idea. Milk from the Brahmin. That's what they offer. Because they think that the milk from the Brahmin, if they offer that, it'll keep them young. Yep. He's not leading a scam. He's just keeping everyone... We definitely need like an area where they have some drinks, you know. But there's a milk bottle there. They wouldn't drink the milk. They don't drink the milk. They only offer it. Maybe like they got mixed in with somehow they read a Bible and there's some wine stuff and then so there's some wine there. You know, who knows how they got to that, but at some point it's definitely possible. A picture of Todd. The pre-war salesman, the priest? That's a fucking good idea. Because then it's like, because he wants to look young again, and that's a good idea. We're doing it. Write it down. I don't have my... That's how I do it. It's over here. I gotta write it down, or else I'm gonna forget. We're gonna write that down in my notepad. Pre-war salesman. And I'll write down who mentioned it. Okay. Pre-war salesman. Priest. And Ched. Okay. We've got it written down. We've got it written down. This is just crazy. What a first thing to show in the video. People are going to be like, what's this guy smoking? And now we're on the stage of random stuff goes everywhere. All the people are ghouls. No, they're not all ghouls. But I like your thinking. Just random bits of food that they've, you know, that they're hoarding near their beds. That's what they would be keeping near their beds, is food. And some drinks. Nuka-Cola. Okay, that's enough for that. Kind of like the idea of a couple of mannequins up here. Kind of creepy, and it kind of... Like, you don't always have to... You know, let the items tell their own story sometimes, you know? If you think it works, just do it. Have fun with building. It doesn't have to be, you know, so serious all the time. Just have fun with it. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, you know what? I think we can call this bit done now, guys. Like, the story is told. At this point, I'm just adding more and more and more, but that's a save. That's a save. So, for those that are just coming in the stream, I'll show you what we've done so far. So this, if you go exclamation mark lore, you'll get the kind of backstory to why we're building here. This is where the settlers have come in and set up their kind of outdoor area where they cook, they eat, stuff like that. This is where the Brahmin, their pack Brahmin are, or live. We didn't do anything with the cemetery because we thought they wouldn't do that. This is where they stored some stuff from the Brahmin, the pack Brahmin. Yes, we will do a sniper's nest. We will. We haven't finished the church. We're just doing... And then, so we come in here. Instantly met with a turret and a spotlight. They're a bit paranoid. And they've just got beds everywhere. Kind of around here. And then, this is where the worshipping happens. And they what's it called? Brain fart. They offer the offerings. They offer the milk. Yes. That's what I'm thinking. So now, let's do a little fly. I want to see what it looks like from outside. Let's have a little fly. So we've patched up the windows. Oh, bit of a lag thing going on. I'm thinking maybe a couple of spotlights out the front on the street. Maybe there's a guy that's kind of like Sturgis who does the, you know. So we're going to put some spotlights up here because they have electricity. Just one spotlight. Where are my spotlights? I think they're in... I think they're just in here. Yeah. What we're going to do, actually... Oh. Actually... Oh. Can do that. And then... This one should be able to go through the window and attach. Apparently not, but... We can cheat. If the game wants to fuck around, we can cheat. Just like that. I don't care that that's clipping, that's fine. Actually, I kind of do. I kind of do a little bit. That's not anymore. There we go. So they have a spotlight at the front. Very nice, Paradox. Enjoy, enjoy. Enjoy your riding. Sounds like fun. I'm kind of liking the idea of having... just a couple of these. Maybe one at the front as well. Is that floating? It is. Bloody hell, Todd. What have you done? It's okay. We can fix it. No longer floating. The front of the church... We'll do that after. We're going to move upstairs now. I'm just fiddling around at this point. It's enough. This is plenty for the bottom. I like the God rays coming through there as well. Man, this has turned out good. I'm happy with this. Okay, upstairs. I don't think I can get rid of this stuff. No. So we're just going to have to work around what's in here that I can't scrap, which is fine. This is going to be where the priest lives. He lives up here on his own. Oh, no, and his muscle, and his guy that's going to be like his muscle. So the priest is going to be the only guy with a nice bed. I don't know where he got this bed from. Maybe the Cabots donated it to him or something. I don't know. You guys will have to figure that out yourself. And then his muscle can sleep. I kind of want to put him in this corner. Oh, but now we've got floaters and I can't get rid of them. Quick, patch it up. Don't look at the screen. Quick. We could just... No, I have the exact same desk. We can just squeeze it in there. Nothing even happened. You guys didn't see anything. What we do need to do is we need to put some of this in here. So they don't fall down the stairs, you know. We can't be having no one falling down the stairs now. So we've got that. This can be where he practices his speeches. Todd strikes again. I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking the idea of having a wooden post there. And maybe one... No, there would kind of get in the way. But yeah, I'm kind of liking that idea. Maybe isn't... Maybe it's not the most stable place, you know? Just extra little supports, because they're paranoid about the place falling down. He's a little bit paranoid. We're not going to do that, though. That's too much. Okay. So he's got his bed. We still need the bed for his muscle. Just where am I going to put that? I can't see a good spot to put it. Maybe just, like... squeeze it in there. You know... It doesn't initially make sense, but I think it's fine. And he can just use that as his table to put stuff on. The religious element is these guys are battered down. This group of survivors are battered down. They don't have, like... They don't have... much faith, and they're kind of being taken advantage of, you know, a little bit. You know what, a mattress would fit better, but no, he values his muscle because he's the one keeping the riffraff from getting to him. Maybe an institute flag though. No Minutemen stuff, because these guys don't know about the Minutemen. Well, they know about the Minutemen, but they're not currently a part of the Minutemen when this stuff was placed. You could definitely have some paintings. What kind of painting would this guy have? Maybe he's a real softie and he loves his cats. Maybe just put down a bunch of cat paintings. No, it's too much. Because I've already got the too much down below. So we're not going to go too far with that. We're just going to give him that one, I think. Actually, I don't like it. I think this one will work better. Yeah, darker colours works better. Nah, because we've already got the cabinet paintings down the bottom. It'd be too much, I think. It'd be too much. We're going to say he smokes, so he's got that. Definitely going to have some candles next to his bed. Definitely. You know what? Fucking flamingo there. Why not? Oh, that's floating. I didn't realise that was floating. You know what we can do though? We can just make it bigger. And now it's touching the roof and it's not floating. That's why mods are superior to not using mods. Okay, now we need some furniture. Go-to for furniture. CVC. Maybe that's where he keeps his kind of like spare speeches, you know. That works, that works. This is where he writes them. It's like real fancy, you know. It's still scrappy, but he's made it look nice. And the other guy's stuck with the old desk over there. He's like, nah, I can't use that one. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I know, right? Why? Like, I get comments of some people and they're like, alright, cool, but do it without mods like it's a challenge. I'm like, I've spent years playing this game. At that point, it's not a challenge. It's freaking self-torture. Like, it's just not... It's not fun. anymore building without mods, because you can only place down so many shacks and stuff before you've, you know, built the same thing over and over again. Okay, I'm struggling to think. What else he might have in here. Any ideas what the priest would have in his room, guys? Anyone got any ideas? Definitely some clothes. Some spare clothes. This kind of reminds me of that cult that's in the city. And they take everyone's belongings. You know? Ah, a suitcase. Definitely a suitcase. Money and drugs. A display case with something from the Cabot family. I like that. Let's do that. Let's move this. Let's get rid of it, actually. We don't need that. Let's... So the displays are in furniture. I don't use them very often. I think they're in furniture. Actually, no, they're in decorations. Yeah. A gun? Well, his muscle would have a gun over here. Do you think they'd board up these windows that are up the top here? Or do you think they'd leave them open? I think they'd leave them open to watch down on everyone, you know? Sworn off shotgun and umbrella holder. Now, where is that? I know that's a thing. I can't remember what mod that's in, though. Anyone know what mod that's from? I can't remember. We'll put the items in the case soon. This looks too organized, though. Like, that's too... We're going to do this instead. Because it looks too straight. It doesn't work. So we're going to go like this. We're going to put that on an angle. He needs a chair there. What chair, though? This one, definitely. Kind of fits too well, though. But he does worship the Cabots, so he wants everything to be pretty perfect, you know. He wants everything to be good. It makes sense he'd have a footlocker, but he'd probably have a... Maybe this is the guy over here that kind of is the electrician. He's the muscle, and he looks after all the turrets and stuff. He's got a double purpose. Is it in Curo tab? Oh, it is too. Where is Curo tab? There it is. I'm always scared using Curo tab. I always think it's going to crash my game. See, it like makes it freeze. It's freaky. Where would it be, though? Another thing about Curo tab is you have to scroll through so much stuff. Ah, here we go. It'll be in here, I think. No? I mean, it's got so much cool stuff, but finding it is... Oh, here we go. We found it. We found... Oh, my voice. Losing my voice already. He keeps that next to his bed. Definitely. Definitely. I just need to grab some water, actually. Soon. What about one of these? Oh, that's for his muscle, definitely. The sledgehammer. Definitely. And he puts that right on his desk. It says strong on there, but we're going to turn it around. And it's got the milk bottles in there, like he's the one who drinks the milk. The donated milk. That's hilarious. Okay, definitely needs a bunch of caps up here. You know. From all, like, the caps donations. He keeps them up there. Cables and wires. Radios. Maybe a radio up here would work. I didn't know there was different coloured radios in the Curo tab. That's cool. That's good to know. Might do a radio on his desk. No, we'll put it here. Like that. And then we'll put... So I gotta put down that display thing again. We're just gonna have to find a new spot for it, I think. Maybe here. Do this one and we'll put it here. Yeah. Now, we'll go to CVC. And we'll get... where is it? It's in... Household. And here. Definitely. It's going to cover up all of that, though, and I don't really want to cover up all that. Let's put one of these downstairs, too, actually. Yeah. Like, that one works quite well for that. I often do that when I'm building. I'll, like, find something when I've thought I've finished an area, and I'll put it down. That happens a fair bit. Okay. Where's the door to this thing? What side is it? There it is. I want that there. CVC, decorations. Oh, we need some lights up here too. But for now, CVC, decoration, crates. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Some of this stuff in here. Let's put that over there. There. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put the serum in it. We're going to put the mysterious serum in it. I'm going to have to go get the Voltec rep. But no, we can't actually get him, guys. Unless... Oh, no, we can. Because So, here's a little fun fact about this save. I can't go to Sanctuary or Red Rocket. When I go to Sanctuary or Red Rocket, ever since the new gen update, my game just crashes. So, and the Voltec rep goes to Sanctuary. Yeah. So, but I can teleport him to me. We might just have to get him, send him to Sanctuary, teleport him to me in this workshop, and then tell him to go to this workshop, and then we should be good. We'll try that soon. We'll try it. It should work. Okay, what are we thinking? This area's good. I'm also going to put some lights in here because it's dark. And this guy, they have electricity and he'd have the fancy lights too. They're a bit bright. I hate how bright those ones are. I like more dim lighting, more subtle lighting. It works a lot better. That's why I like these ones, because if we look at this one... Well, it's not even powered, so it's fucking very subtle. But if we put that, like, here... You know? It is actually pretty bright. It's a bit too bright. Maybe some of these, but I don't really like the look of them right now. Maybe this one? Oh, yeah. Okay, we just need to get some connectors going around that side of the building. Yeah, that should work. Ceiling fan. The thing about the ceiling fan is you see the lighting glitches out. Can I jump over here? Come on. I don't think I can. That's okay. We'll go around. You know what? I'm just going to do a little autosave. Just in case Todd wants to crash my game. The build menu freezes for a sec when I open it because I've got so many mods. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Floater. We got a floater. Not anymore. You click F2 and F1. F2 is surface snap. F1 is... It doesn't work with some objects. But it should work for most. That'll work. That should be enough. Is that floating? God damn it, Todd! What are you doing? Actually, this isn't Todd's fault. This is a mod that I can build back here, so... We can't blame this on Todd. It's not always Todd's fault. Okay. Should definitely patch up the roof. At some point. Todd the God, exactly. Yeah, we're going to patch up the roof. I love the God rays coming through there. How good does that look? Okay. That didn't... Okay, we're going to put it here then. I don't mind it being there, actually. Don't mind that at all. This one here is okay as a light. It's not horrible. Could probably squeeze it in. It's a little bit bright. But maybe that's just so we can see down the stairs, you know, at night. And then maybe just one of these back here. Here. It's floating. I think we're good. I think we've got this little bit done. Now we just got to get the items to put in here. And a gun for this guy. And you know what we're going to do for that? Cheat. We're cheating. What weapon should we give the muscle? A 44? I think a 44. And then we need... It'd be an aid, wouldn't it? Well, but he's got the pistol, what's it called? The display. So it has to be a pistol. Unless I change it, but... I think a 44 works. Now, we got to try and find... drugs. It'd be in drugs. What's it called? The mysterious serum? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, he got... Oh, no, I can click back. It's all good. Did I just get 1,000 of them? I got 10. I thought I got 1,000 of them and I'll have to click... Like, accept 1,000 times, and I got fucking worried there for a second. Okay, they're going in there. Just a couple of them. Like that. Couple prized possessions. And then, you know what we need to do? We need to put some lighting in here. A flamer pistol. A combat shotty would work as well. We're gonna put... where is it? These. How does that look just like that? Oh, that goes through the back. I have to get tricky here to get rid of this. I think I'm going to have to disable it. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to put lighting there. I just just decided. We could put a back plate on it, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to call the priest and his muscles room done. That looks good. Save. And then we need to get rid of this save. So we've been building for 2 hours already. Not bad. We can get rid of that save. I like to have my saves organized for when I go back and record the B-roll footage and have a picture of it so I know what I need to click on to record. Because this will be the next video, this settlement. So we've spent 2 hours and we're still not finished with the church. See, these take a long time. But we're getting there. I do like how this turned out. The priest's room. We'll get the NPCs in here soon. Okay. Let's go do the sniper's lookout. You know what we're going to do? We're going to patch up that as well. Oh, I nearly fell down. We won't do that right now, though. Head up the stairs. Hey, look at that. There's already a sniper up here. Now, how are we going to make this? Oh, look at this. This is interesting. I don't know what's going on with that, though. But that's okay. Maybe this is where the... Who's going to live in this house? Maybe the sniper? Or maybe like the mayor? Maybe the mayor of the old town where the settlers got driven out of. Maybe he lives in there. I like the idea of that. Anyway, let's do the sniper's nest. Okay. I kind of want to extend it a little bit. Because he ain't got much to work with. So I think we're going to extend it. Definitely. We do have... Wait, what panel am I in? The normal one, okay. We do have... Where is it? Those like little jut out bits. Where are they though? Here? Yeah. We do have these. How am I going to get back up there? Okay, we've got a temporary building stair. Okay. Put some supports. And then a roof. Could look good. Definitely. Right, also... Yeah, I wanted to check out how these looked. Because there's a nice barbed wire one. Which could look good. Wouldn't really make sense for barbed wire to be up this high, but it would look good. Doesn't always have to make too much sense. Uh... Yeah, we want this one. There we go. Okay. I like it. It works. It works. And then... we can't fit through there, so what we're going to do is we're just going to wall it off. With... everything's been moved around because I got a new mod. So things aren't where they're meant to be sometimes. Might be in here. Like the little walls that snap on... yeah, there we are. There we go. Put one there as well. The barbed wire wall... yeah, I only just downloaded it like the other day. I can't remember what the mod's called. Unfortunately. Look up like armored... something to do with defense or something. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. Does it tell me if I... armored shack. It might be armored defenses or something. Armored defenses of... yeah. Okay, we need to go to G2M. Yeah, this is going to be... oh, you mean in that house over there? Sniper could live in there. I'm thinking the mayor that come from the town where these guys are running from. Now, I'm looking for the one that's open. Here we go. Does that want to squeeze in there and look good, please? That'd be good. Okay, I think we're good with that. It looks okay. It works. It works good enough. But then there's kind of this, which we need to... alright, I've learned something, guys. You see these? If you're trying to get a nice long distance shot with the fly cam with these, there's a lot of Z fighting with them. I'll show you what I mean. So if I put this here, and then we go into fly cam, and I fly far away, it's going to make me look like a liar now. Well, you can see on the windows there of that house. See how it's doing that? Oh, no, it is doing it on that as well. You just can't really see, but... so then if you kind of get like a cinematic shot, you see that. These are really bad for it, so I recommend not using them if you're trying to do that. I've learnt that the hard way. Yeah, the sniper could live in the tower. Yes, yes. We need to patch up this roof at some point as well. I don't think we're going to have a way down onto the roof from here. I think we're just going to, like, leave it like that. I kind of like it. Like, you have to go through the church to get there. But then here, we already have a way to go up here, so it makes sense that they can do that. The sheriff? Maybe. But I don't... yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, between, like, the sheriff and the priest. I know what you're saying. Like, they disagree with each other. And some people follow the priest, some people follow the sheriff. Alright, well, maybe it's the sheriff and the mayor. So there's two groups. There's the priest and his group, and there's the mayor and the sheriff in his group. Yeah, let's just build... let's do the roof. Yeah. I mean, that looks okay, right? I don't even think I need to put supports on that. I might, because it would look better with supports. But it looks okay. Priest is trying to corrupt the mayor. I see it. I see it. Alright, we need some angled stuff. I'm thinking the warehouse kit. Is it the right angle, though? It's not. Does anyone know what would be at the right angle for this? Yeah, true. I should leave some gaps, huh? Well, the god rays were coming through the windows as well. A ramp? Like this? Not quite. Not quite. You know what, actually? You know what? Ooh. Are we going to say that's good enough? I don't know. Kind of works. Maybe we just patch up like a little bit. That would look okay. Potentially. Ball tracks. Let's see. Because I've got a lot of hours building in the game. So, I just remember where a lot of things are. You know what? We're just going to leave the roof because I do like the god rays that come through. And it's going to be a real pain. But I would also like to. If we can find something good. There might be one in here. Oh! That's the same texture. I think we found it. Go exclamation mark lore. And you'll see why we're building there. But then it... Plywood. Actually... There is... Alright, we're going to leave it, guys. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Otherwise, I'll be there too long. We got to go back around. Whoop. Some tarps. You know what we're going to do? You just gave me an idea. Now, I know I have some tarps somewhere. Where, though? It's in CVC. Like the Raider tarps, you know what I'm talking about? Like, the Raider, they're like the creamy ones. Might be in here. No. Haven't used them in so long. Yeah, they do. These guys worship the Cabots. They do, they do. Thematic and Practical has some, actually. Yeah. Okay. And we can put them, like, here, I'm thinking. Coming off of this part. To kind of, you know, make it a bit jagged. Bit random. And we could... to keep the rain out, exactly. And there's more. There's like these ones. It might look a little bit weird, but... it'll look good from below. We just won't show what it looks like from above. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of all different colours as well. But we're going to have to make it look supported somehow. That's the thing. We can maybe do some ones like this as well. You guys know what I mean? Because there's beds here. They don't really need to worry about the middle because there's no beds in the middle. They just need to worry about the edges where people sleep. So... I haven't used these things since the city video. I used them for the market. But then they look like they're floating, right? I like it, but it looks like they're floating. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm thinking support beams. What's in here? Well, there's actually a lot in here. I don't really use this one much. A doghouse? That's cool. Yeah, let's get some support beams. There's some in G2M. I always use these ones. I think it's in here. Yeah. Just have like a couple of these. As long as they don't get in the way. Oh, that's actually a perfect spot for that to be. It's going to make the build look busier. But I don't hate that, to be honest. It should be okay. Oops. Just gonna have to move that chair. Make them look random. Do you guys think it's too much? I do also have... You love it? Okay, okay. I do also have... these ones. Just singular ones, which might be good. Because, like, if we have too many of the doubles, it might look like too much. But if we just have some singulars in there... You know. Some curtains, that's not a bad idea. But I want it to feel open. Like an open, think about like when you went on school camps. And like if you ever did this, if you all like slept in like one open room. You know, I'm kind of thinking that, like we're all sleeping together in one big open room. And then we just need to support here. Like right there. And that should be enough, honestly. So that's the roof situation. Kind of fixed. Just thinking, maybe we... No, I don't like that idea. It definitely gives a new vibe to the place. I don't really like that one being there. How's it going, Polus? How's it going? I don't know when the vid will be released. Yeah, it is. I don't like this one. It covers up too much. Like this view. You know what I mean? Now you can actually see. So we're just going to do a singular one here. I've decided. Which should help with that. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. I kind of think we just have them all as the thin ones. Like this one here would probably be better as a thin one as well. Yeah, I think so. Because I want it makes it a little bit too busy with the double ones. So, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's better. I think we're going to leave it like that. I think that's enough too. I think that's enough. Just to keep the rain out, you know. Over the beds. I like it. It's something different too. I've never really done that before. And it still keeps the God rays coming through. Yeah. It's unique as well. Which is cool. I mean, it doesn't look good from up here. Oh, it doesn't look bad. It's not horrible. But, you know what we do if it doesn't look good from up here? We simply just don't show it. I mean, this view looks cool. Looking down, I like that. What's your plan? If you go exclamation mark lore, you'll see the kind of lore reason why we're building here. And kind of a bit of a backstory to it. So here's the sniper nest. Anyway, let's do a save while I'm looking at this so I remember to show that we did that. Because that's like an important part. Sometimes it doesn't show what you're saving, so you have to do it again. Just so that when I'm editing, I know what... Yeah, there we go, it's better. I know where I have to... What save I have to go into. Okay. Just want to see what the sniper tower looks like. We're going to have a break soon, guys, because I need a cup of tea and some water. So soon we're going to have a break. We'll put some supports on the sniper tower as well. But I like it. I think that works. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me check. Because I think... I probably could have, but honestly, I don't mind. Because I'm not really going to be showing that. And what people don't know won't hurt them. It looks good from here. It looks good from here. You know. Yeah, true. I was thinking of something... It does feel a little bit weird. But I don't mind it. I mean, obviously I got to add the supports. But I actually don't mind it being halfway up the tower. I think it looks okay. Once I add the supports anyway. So let's do that. I think when I go to make my cup of tea, when we get back, we'll have a little break from building and I'll do a tour around some of the settlements. Because there's so many details that don't get shown in the videos. So once we finish the sniper watchtower, I'll go make a cup of tea. And when we come back, we'll do a little bit of touring before we do some more building. Because I do get people saying they want to see like a tour. Still want to fall through the roof while I'm doing this. Oh. I see. Oh, I'm sliding off the roof. Shit. Don't kill me, Todd. You fucker. I'm joking, Todd. I love you. Praise the Lord, Todd Howard himself. Think about it, guys. If it wasn't for Todd, you wouldn't have my series on YouTube. It's all because of Todd. He's the sole reason. Okay, we just need another one here. Like that. Yeah, I see what you mean up the top there. I do play some other building games. I like Minecraft. I mean, you can't go wrong with a bit of Minecraft, right? I haven't played it in a while, but I play lots of different games, to be honest. Am I going to be able to do this from down here? No, we need some stairs, but that's easy. I've never tried Manor Lords, no. I do want to do some, like, other building games at some point. I'm just not sure what. I mean, I'm hoping Elder Scrolls 6 has building in it. Because, to be honest, building up some castles and that would be pretty fucking epic. That would be pretty epic. Could you imagine if Elder Scrolls 6 had, like, really good fleshed out building and the mods people would make? Come on, Todd. If you guys don't have good building in the Elder Scrolls, guys, just do it for the builders. I know some people wouldn't want it, but there's enough of us. I mean, look how many views my build videos get. So there's a big enough build community with Bethesda games that we want that in Elder Scrolls 6. Just don't make it like a main part of the game. Just make it completely optional. It's there for those who want to do it. Something doesn't look right, and I think I know what it is. Let's quickly fix it. I want to make that piece, so let's get up there. I want to make this. Ooh, don't fall down. Oh. Whoops. Whoops. Let's go this one. Because then it's the same as that. Yeah. I was kind of wanted your sniper to stay up here. I'm not going to lie about that. Let's just... There we go. But you know, that looks horrible. Come on. I want you leaning. There we go. Let's see how it looks now. How are we looking? Oh, I gotta get... Wait, let's just do this. Well, let's save. Like that. And then let's have a look. A wind turbine on the top? Maybe. Maybe. That looks better. That does look better. I don't really like these supports here. I think I'm going to get rid of them. I don't like them. I really don't like them. We might just have these chain ones on this side as well. And get rid of them. I don't like them at all. Let's just do this because it's quicker. Get rid of them. Let's see how that looks. I mean, that looks better. I might just leave it like that. That was sticking out too much. It didn't look right. What are we thinking for the watchtower kind of design? I think that's good enough. Oh yeah, survival mode is really good in this game. Really fun stuff. I think it looks good. How does it look from like down here? Yeah, I like it from down here. That looks good. Now we got to do the interior. We could do... I wouldn't want to do the wind turbine all the way up there. Because... how would they get up there? You know? And how would they have got the wind turbine all the way up there? Maybe we could build a platform coming off of the roof. So they come up here. There's a platform with them at the back or something. At the back of it. I don't mind that idea. I think we'll do that actually. We'll make a little platform there. Supported, a flat platform. And we'll put them on that. Well, these guys wouldn't have a radio tower. I don't even know if they'd have wind turbines back there. But you know what? We're going to do it because it'll look cool. Okay, let's decorate the sniper's nest. Because I don't want to, like, start doing other things. Because you got to think I'm making a video, so I can't half finish something and move on to something else. It all needs to get done in, like, order. So I can show things getting finished. Oh, God, that sounds horrible, Ched. That sounds horrible. He needs a bed. That's just a given. I think we're going to put his bed here. We're going to put it on an angle. It'll look better on an angle there, I think. I keep pushing over. You know what? Sit there. He's going to want some chairs to look out around the place. Definitely. And railings. Well, we can't fit through there. We're just going to pretend he can. Okay. Because you could definitely squeeze... Okay, maybe not. It's pretty tight. Okay, what we're going to do... We could just say... Use your imagination, but... We could also just do a little thing like that. But then you're going to hit your head. Okay. He just steps over. He just like... Whoop! That's what we're going to say. And he could squeeze through that. If he's a skinny fella. Okay, he's got a chair. I don't mind the idea of his sniper being on his bed for now anyway. That kind of looks cool. Okay, he's going to want... Ooh, you know what I like the idea of? Having mannequins. So that people far away think it's a person looking at him. Do we like that idea? Someone far away sees that and they go, oh, fuck. We better not mess with them. You know? Because there's only one guy up here. He's going to want... Actually, no, that's okay. We'll put stuff on him soon. Like clothes. Make them look more realistic. Like a scarecrow, but for humans. The gunners do that, actually. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Scarecrows, but you're scaring off humans. Okay, we just need to find some interesting decorations for this guy. Interesting decorations. Definitely a lantern at some point. He wouldn't have any plants up here. A radio. He'd definitely have a radio. He'd definitely have sandbags as well. You know what? Sandbags there. He ain't squeezing through there now because there's sandbags, but I don't mind because I like that. It works. He can also have... Usually, oh no, we need more furniture. We need some tables to put this stuff on. Just some random little tables here and there. Okay. Maybe one... No, it might be too many then. I like that idea, Ched. I'm thinking the sheriff goes up here, though. I'm thinking this is the sheriff's spot. Okay, some ammo boxes, definitely. All around the place. We got one there already. But you can't really have too many in a watchtower, you know. Like, half of these things people won't even see that I've placed, but you never know the angle I'm going to be showing it from. And it's just fun to make it look good from every angle anyway. It just works, exactly. What guns? I like these magazines. A scope. A pistol with a scope on it, why not? Definitely would have a footlocker. And one of these has a sniper in it. There we go. Like Hitman with his box with the sniper in it. Might be a bit much though. We might be overcrowding it. I don't mind that though. That works. I think that's enough. You can definitely overdo it. Like, it's enough furniture, but we can put more little decorations around. Maybe some tools in case he needs to, like, repair any of the, you know, the wooden bits. I say maybe a lot, don't I? I'm real... What's that over there? Is that a death claw? Am I crazy? I swear I saw something over there. Anyways. Back to the topic at hand. WDP has some good stuff. They've got some good weapon things. Yeah, little, like, container things like this. Yep. These are from... Ooh, let me think. Starting to hallucinate, might be tea time. Military clutter. Military clutter. Must have been the wind. Definitely want some medical supplies up here, right? Guys, I think we're cooking with this build. What do you guys think? I think we're cooking. I'm liking it. I was really worried that building on stream would be hard. I think I was just getting in my head about it. Because I don't think it's any harder, and if anything, you guys are giving me more ideas. So, it's a team effort. I'm really just doing the finishing touches on this. Some beer bottles, that's a good idea. Let's do that. cooking and it smells delicious. What did I have for dinner? We had a chicken soup. And I also had a couple of eggs on toast. That was my dinner. Speaking of food. Good old cinder blocks. You can't go wrong with a few cinder blocks around the place. If you look around towns Bethesda has made in this game, especially Diamond City, you will notice cinder blocks everywhere. And there's a reason, because they just work so well. Don't they, Todd? Actually, this isn't the right button, but...
16 times the detail.
Yes. We know, Todd. We know. Just add 16 times the cinder blocks. 16 times the single blocks to your builds. Instantly makes them better. Ooh, this stuff. Yeah, yep. Yeah, definitely. Even back here. Is it 1 a.m. here? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm a bit of a night owl. I do usually stay up decently late. We've still got a bit of streaming left to do, don't worry. I'm having fun. I'm not out of energy. Yet. What else is this guy gonna need? Honestly, that's probably enough. It's only going to be shown for not too long in the video, most likely. I kind of want to keep the sniper on his bed, though. For some reason, I like that. Actually, you know what? We can just quickly sneak in a couple of sandbags over here. Yeah. Just a couple. You're loving it? Very nice, very nice. Okay. Save the game. Save again because the image didn't save. There we go. Now let's have a look. Well, we already all clipping through, but no one's going to notice that. You might, but I think we can live with it. I like it. I like the mannequins. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to give the mannequins clothes. Yes. But would they even bother giving them clothes? Maybe a hat. Maybe because clothes are valuable, but maybe they'd give them a hat. What hat should we give them? Wasteland. Maybe some glasses too. Where are hats? Are hats in their own thing? Here we go. Cap. Grey neck cap. And... don't like the wrapped cap. Green rag hat? Sure. A mask. That's a good idea. It's so stupid. But it kind of works because Fallout is a bit stupid sometimes. So. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I mean, when you're this far away, you can't even tell that's a mannequin except that he ain't moving. That might give it away, but if someone's going through the town and they're on edge in a gunfight and they see that up there, they'll be like, fuck, and they're going to take cover behind the building, you know, and be stuck there. So I think it'll serve its job. But yeah, mask isn't a bad idea. Yeah, let's give it a couple of, let's give him a couple of masks. Like bandanas. It should be in here. Okay, they're not. Oh, bandana. Red. Jangles. What's a Jangles bandana look like? It works. McCready. Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe they hired McCready. Or maybe McCready felt sympathy for them, you know. I like the idea that they hired McCready to, like, be their sniper. I like it. I like it. Okay, that's done. So let's do another save because I've changed it. We'll delete the other one. Oh. There we go. Okay. True, true. The ex-gunner. So the priest's room with his muscle. And the church. Do you guys want to see how I get like cinematic shots? I'll give you a little. So we go TFC. We have to turn off our HUD. I'll show you how easy it is. You got to have a controller though. Can't really do it without a controller. You turn down the camera speed with that one. And we turn up our FOV. I'll show you guys how easy it is to get a cinematic shot. I should probably up... Indoors, usually want a higher FOV. You know what actually looked good? Oh. If we went up here. That would be a nice cinematic shot, like an aerial shot. Down onto the... With a reveal of the Cabots. It feels weird doing it. But once you clip it into the video, it looks good. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Only a little bit. Okay, let's turn our HUD back on. Okay. We've done a fair bit so far, but I need a break because I need a cup of tea. We've been live. How long have we been live for? Can anyone check? I don't have a... Oh, I can check. 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick break. I'm just going to make a cup of tea. I won't be long. We'll come back. And we might have a little break from building. And I'll show you guys... Give you guys a tour of a couple of the settlements. Like a deeper look at them. Is it? Shouldn't be. I think it resets. Yeah, it just resets to 80. It's kind of weird. But yes, I will be back shortly. I'm going to put you guys on... I'll stop the recording. Thoughts on playing around with an Institute-inspired build? Possibly. Possibly. I think it does affect your gun. Like, so if I go like this... See how it zooms me back out, but then my gun... But then... So it only does affect your weapons. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. In the meantime, enjoy some music. I won't be long. have returned. I have returned. I have returned. Told you I wouldn't be long. Okay. What settlement do you guys want to see first? As a tour. While we have a break from the building. There's some I can't show. I can't show Red Rocket and I can't show Sanctuary. But I should show Concord. For some reason it doesn't crash when I go to Concord. Let's check something. Okay, yeah, we're good. Just checking it that I actually unmuted my mic. Okay. The castle? The castle in this save is not there. Okay, I can show you guys the castle, sure. It might be glitched out. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the mod enabled. I don't have the mod enabled. I made a mod which removes it all, but I enabled it to get a few shots, I think, for the video. Sorry guys, we're not meant to be here. Let's go back to Jamaica Plain. We haven't built Vault 88. This is the same save. But I had to delete everything in the castle. We could go back. Okay, you guys want to see the castle? We can show you guys the castle. I just got to go back a few saves to where it's not been. I can't show you guys what it looks like without restarting my game, what the destroyed version looks like. We got to go back a fair way. Okay, it should be... So this is when I was building Boston Airport, so it should be... Should be able to go back here. There will be a Vault build. A Vault 88 build. Definitely. Okay. Oh, I got to start the recording again. I don't want to start the other one. I just want to start that one. So, because I don't need to record this for the video, just for the VOD watchers. Okay. Ooh, where am I? Where am I? Okay. This is unfinished Boston Airport. Anyway, you guys wanted to see the castle. Hopefully, it should be there if I teleport there right now. Because, yes, this is before I did Spectacle Island, so we should be good. I can show you guys Boston Airport, too. I can show you guys Boston Airport. But we'll do the castle first. Hopefully my game doesn't crash, because there's a lot built here. It's going to take a while to load, because there's just so much at the castle. Hey, here we go. Let's, Ooh, the frames aren't the best. Oh, they're not too bad. Let's just get, like, a nice time of day. I like 12. You guys want to see the castle. This is the entrance. I mean, you guys have seen this in the videos, but... Oh, the frames. You guys don't see the bad frames, but... Actually, hang on. Actually, no, it's all good. Who's this guy? You right? Minuteman Recruit, you're in Brotherhood colors. What are you doing? I got no idea what that was about. I think the frames are also worse. They're not usually this bad. I think it's because I'm streaming. It makes the frames a lot worse. Because my PC has to deal with streaming. I definitely want to do other Fallout content at some point. Not just the rebuilding series. Like, once this is over, I want to do Fallout 4 Frost. Trying to build a settlement in Fallout 4 Frost. Could be fun. Hello. What are you doing? So yeah, this is the castle. We only have the meeting room. Let me show you the meeting room. I like the flags. So that's for Red Rocket. That's for Sanctuary, and that was for Starlight. Because that's all we had built when I built the castle. Yep. Look, I even have an NPC. There's so many NPCs I put around that you guys would never even see. Yeah, the frames aren't usually this bad. Like, I actually put NPCs in all these spots. But half the time, they don't even get shown in the videos. There's supposed to be a guy in here. I don't know where he is. Like, there's these Minutemen things. There's a lot of details that don't get into the videos. Now, this is here from... I set up this little scene to get a shot in at the end of the Hangman's Alley video. When the castle was attacked, I wanted to show the generator was sabotaged. So there's that. Like, set that scene up to record that. Oh, the frames are bad when I'm streaming, I tell you what. I mean, they're usually pretty bad at the castle, but not this bad. People on the walls. Like, there's settlers everywhere. This little area that I did. There's a guy in the field. Preston? What are you doing? Oh, I have voices turned off. Do you guys want to see Spectacle Island? Since that was my last video, you guys want to see like a deeper look at Spectacle Island? Very nice. Tech made. Very nice. Okay, we'll show Spectacle Island next. Well, the castle, it's a crater. I'll show you guys next stream. I'll have to re-enable the mod that removes all the castle stuff. It basically connects this lake up with the ocean, and there's just a big crater here. Like, there's nothing left. That's how I made it. But I just don't have the mod installed. Because I was getting shots for the Spectacle Island video. So I disabled it. But yeah, I'll show you guys that next stream. Like, little NPCs like this doing stuff, I don't even really get shown in the videos half the time. But it just gives me opportunities to show, like, sometimes they get shown, but not all the time. Like, there's a lot that doesn't get shown in the videos that you just can't fit it all in and keep it at a good pace, you know. You can't show everything. After Jamaica Plain, you'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Because it might change as well. Man, the frames here are shocking. Okay, let's go do Spectacle Island. I think that's everything I've shown. Actually, no, I didn't show over here. There's a little area back here. Well, that's a DLC, and I do want to do all the DLCs, so technically, yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? What the fuck? What are you doing? Whoa! Where'd she go? Oh, yeah, no shit, you're dying. You're in a radiator. Okay. Don't ask. The Minuteman's budget's gone to shit. We can't afford real soldiers anymore. This is the... see, like, I put an NPC here. She never got shown. Once. Not once. Not ever, except for now. This is the little water area. The Minuteman Navy at work right there. First Minuteman submarine. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Yeah, I do like the castle, but you know what I like the most? maybe not the most, but you know what makes this courtyard look so good? Oh, I got to turn my camera speed up. Is all of these lights, all these wires hanging over the courtyard. That adds such a good look to it, doesn't it? That's underrated doing that. Like lots of wires and lights hanging from the wires and stuff. You just do that with Place Anywhere. Yeah, I like the castle. It turned out really good. I mean, I knew I was going to use it for the story and it was important. The only thing I don't like is this tower. I should have made it one taller. But I wanted it to be a different height to the others, but I definitely should have made it one taller. Anyway, it looks okay. I mean, the towers are just iconic at this point. You know, like they're like the symbol of the castle. But yeah. Okay, let's go to Spectacle Island. Here we go. I'm glad I put all the NPCs in all the spots now because, like, now you guys are seeing it on stream. So it was worth it all along. And Institute Relays hit the third tower. Maybe one day on stream we should watch one of my cinematics. Like, watch all the cinematics in a row on stream. Whoa! Okay, just had to load in everything. Yeah, there's a lot on the island. Oh, yep. The island kind of has a weird thing where things don't load in. Oh, shit. The frames. Let's get some nice fly shots of I definitely put a lot of work into the narratives. I was happy with this. All these shipping containers. I like this. Is she naked? Oh, no. I thought you were naked. Whoa! Immersion broken. Anyway, back to the task at hand, which is showing the build. So I got NPCs everywhere doing stuff, and most of the time they don't even get shown. I wanted the island to feel not too busy. That's why the buildings are so far apart. And also, it's very uneven terrain, so putting things everywhere was kind of impossible to make it look good. I like these cabins. I gotta say, I was fucking happy with these cabins. I also wanted it to look like we've progressed more. That's why I did like the logs instead of just like scrappy, because I'm like, okay. The Minutemen have progressed enough at this point that we can use a whole tree, like tree trunks for the walls now. We don't just need to, you know. See, I'm happy with that. I can show you guys inside the bakery, because I didn't show that enough in the video, I think. I explained it though. So we've got these fireplaces on each side of the wall, which then heat up the ovens, which is where they bake the bread. I just downloaded the mod for this bread. It's a bit shiny, but it's the only one I could find. I thought they'd do noodle cups in here as well, like on this stove. Got some razor grain in here. The school. The radio building. I actually added that watchtower and never showed that. Not 100% sure, Paradox. Okay. Prepare to be unimmersed. I didn't want to build a locker room because I just wanted to get the video out. So this is where I packed a bunch of beds. Don't worry about it. The school building. We don't talk about it, alright? We don't talk about it. It's okay. Oh, if anyone's got OCD, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Shh. No, if it doesn't get shown in the video, no one's gonna know, you know. Your immersion's only gonna get broken if it gets shown. Not my court. I needed beds. I should probably turn the voices back on because it's kind of weird seeing their mouths moving. Scandalous. I was pretty happy with the greenhouse. I like the greenhouse. My frames are so much better on Spectacle Island than they were at the castle. Because things are spread out. They're not so condensed, I think. But this is a thing that didn't get shown. Like, I made these kind of areas where it feels natural to walk through. But just showing that in a video, most people wouldn't find that interesting. The fish farm I was really happy with. The Twin Tower silos. Do you know how many comments I got of people saying, another vertibird hit the silo? And every time the people would have been like, man, I'm so smart coming up with this. I probably got like 30 comments of people saying that. I'm not even exaggerating. I was like, man. Okay, I'm having a sip of my cup of tea before it goes cold. This house, which I'm quite happy with. Honestly, I don't think there's one build on Spectacle Island. Like, I think this was my best build in terms of everything I built was good, in my opinion. The interior of this house, I was so happy with this. I spent like an hour and a half. No, maybe not that long. I don't know. I spent a long time building this house. Oh, there's a guy in here. Like, this interior feels really natural instead of like a big open room that you got your tight hallway with a couple of rooms. Leads into like a back room, which leads out into the pier. The dining room and kitchen. I'm happy with this. We do have Yorkshire tea, but I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan.
Huh?
Hey, this kind of works. This guy's got like a Robco thing on. He's repairing some robots. That was unintentional. He's just sitting there randomly. Yeah, I think Spectacle Island's my favourite build. I think it's my favourite build. I really like this. I never showed this, but like this, walking up to this warehouse, doesn't this just feel like an area that could be in the game? Oh, that was hot. Oh, shit. I'm having Twinings Australian Afternoon, it's called. It is, isn't it? It just works. I don't know. It's something about this area that just... It just works so good. Okay, let's go inside. This is the, like, water pumped area. Oh, that's right. I only have a switch on the outside, I think. There's the Minuteman Navy area. All these reeds, I pretty much placed all of them down. There was a few that were already here, but... I didn't know if it would make sense that they would be grown in seawater, but I did it anyway. Because it looked good. That area. And then we've got this bit, which is where they ship out the water. This settlement was a beast of a build. It was a lot. And it was the longest video by far as well. You can still hear the engine of that boat that was once there. Which is annoying, but I can't fix it. The lighthouse. And the Navy
If you ain't been up to see
dock.
Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I think it's going to be set in San Francisco. Fallout 5. We're swimming. So this guy, I never mentioned it in the video, but... Well, I said he liked radiation, but this guy's like a child of Adam. That's why he's got a turret. Because he doesn't want anyone confronting him about it. Yeah.
You hear about that farm run by Gould?
Here he is.
Isn't that something?
Picking his plants. He likes his sugar bombs. I'm not sure why, but he does.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Oh, lag spikes. I don't know why, but when you go to certain areas, it just lags like crazy. I think it's when it's loading in the other part of the settlement.
Yes?
The bar, I was quite happy with this bar, actually. This turned out pretty good. This house was interesting. I wanted to do something different with this one. Kind of looks like a little, trailer park home type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, the lag. It's weird. It's like there's two spots where it'll lag. And I think it's because it's loading. I don't know. Spectacle Islands are weird. It's got weird, like, cell issues. I like this. The brewery. The silt beans and stuff. A person on the roof. And then like the starter kind of first Minuteman outpost over here. The general store. I didn't want the area to feel... I didn't want the island to feel too busy with the builds to make it feel like an island. If I made it too busy, it just wouldn't work, I think. But there's still a lot because it's such a big... These are the things I wanted to put in the Jamaica Plain. When we were thinking about the tarps on the roof, I was thinking about them. But I couldn't remember where to find them. This is that... Minuteman outpost. But you guys have seen all of this, just not for very long. There's the what do you call it? The port, which I built at the start of the video. Let's go have a look at that. There's a lot on this island. And then all the plant placements. All of these plants were placed by me. Because I scrapped every single plant. So every plant you see was placed by me. Every tree. There was a lot. All of these were placed. I'm pretty happy with this port as well. This build took a lot. I think it took like, I don't know. It's the longest build, I think. The warehouse. It's meant to be closed.
My back hurts.
No doubt your back hurts. I just slammed the door on it. The little Brotherhood vertibird landing pad. With... Oh, there we go, they just loaded in.
Easy living, this ain't. Hope
The
you ain't one
farm's
of them
not
synths
much.
here to spy
Okay,
on
that's
me.
everything.
It's something.
There's probably some stuff I missed, but... What do you guys think about these watchtowers? I had some people say they liked them, some people say they didn't. people were saying I had to have curved supports, but you can't really do that. But I think they look alright. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Too leggy. Yeah. But I kind of like that look. I kind of like it. It kind of has a vibe to it. Bit out of place, maybe. Maybe you're right. You're probably right. They're probably a little bit out of place.
Got work to
But they
do.
kind of do look like an outposty tower. And I wanted this place to feel like an outpost. Tool next from Horizon Zero Dawn.
City one of these days.
I don't even know what that is.
Biggest town I ever saw.
Okay, what's another settlement I can show you guys? What's another settlement? We'll show one more and we'll get back to building Jamaica Plain. I just wanted a quick brain break. What's another set? Actually, I don't need to load another save because we can just fast travel there. Starlight. Starlight got a bit messed up when the new gen update come out, so I don't think it's going to be all built. Half of it's like not there because one of the mods glitched out. I think it's not really going to work. Oh, Fort Strong? Okay. Let's do that. Hangman's. We'll do Fort Strong. Oh, boy. The frame rate. Yeah, we will do Far Harbor as well. One day. Here is Fort Strong. Now, look at this. You see that out there? Don't ask what that is. I had to work around that. That's been doing that ever since I finished the build here. And I can't fix it. I don't know what it is. So whenever I was getting a cinematic shot, I'd have to make sure this wasn't in it. Pain in the ass. Oh, that was for the thumbnail. All these guys standing out here. Don't mind them. This was just for the thumbnail.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
Yes. You work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
I tried to select it with console. Wouldn't let me, though. You can see it over there. What the fuck is it? You can see it on the freaking tower. You can see the shadow. I hate it. I've been saying that for the last 3 months. Oh, guys, I got something to tell you. So, I had a whole cinematic in the video where I had Bob sitting here talking to Ronnie Shaw on the radio in the tower when the Institute... I don't know, there was something... I can't remember exactly why, but... And then, like, the gunners were going down there and a hero, like, killing the gunners and the gunners are screaming. I unfortunately scrapped it from the video. I really regret it because it was so good. And I'd show, like, Bob's face go, like, all, like... all, like, screwed up and, like, surprised when he heard her, like, screaming. It was so good. And I don't even think I saved it. I think it's gone. I was going to release it for, like, members only on YouTube. Just never ended up doing it. Yeah, it was good. You just got to trust me. It was really good. It worked really well. I don't know. I think I got rid of it because it didn't... Because I would have went from that straight to Bob going into the teleporter. And I didn't know a way to bridge the gap between those two cinematics. So I think I just scrapped it. Which is unfortunate, but... Okay, someone wanted to see Hangman's, so we may as well. We may as well go see Hangman's. The FPS at Hangman's is pretty bad, so... Yeah, well, it was a good cinematic. I probably shouldn't have scrapped it. People would have liked it. It was probably a bad idea. But, you know, sometimes you just get in your head about things. I probably should have kept it. But it is what it is. I can't go back now. Okay, let's hope the FPS holds together. It's fine now, but as soon as I turn around, especially because I'm streaming, it's gonna... Let's actually get a nice time of day. I have to do this every time I want to get a cinematic shot. Turn the time of day to 12. Good old hangmans. This was a fun build. I enjoyed this one a lot. Bob's house up there. We're under attack!
Look at all that blood.
Never mind, didn't last long. I really like the bridge with like the flags. That turned out really good. I'm happy with that. What actually got killed over here? A raider. The street leading up to Diamond City. Wanted to keep the same type of vibe with the... I wanted to keep the same type of vibe with like the road leading, like past the settlement leading up to Diamond City. Which I think I pulled off. I think it looks good. You gotta go. That's all good, dude. There will be the VOD you can always watch if you wanna. See, look, this is where the frames are really bad. We start getting into the middle of it. The store. And then the alleyway itself. Really want to go up to Bob's house up there. We're gonna have to cheat our way up there. We're gonna have to cheat our way up there. Because the whole idea was like you can only get up there with the car. Just for a joke. Some people were actually bothered by that. They were like, no, that's stupid. But it's like, well, that's the point. That is the point. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Let's just, That's not enough. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's better. Whoa! Hang on.
16 times the detail.
Hang on, Todd. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
16 times the detail.
What'd you say, Todd?
16 times the detail.
I think we get it. I think we get it. Look at the smirk on him. The beautiful man. If I... Okay, that's... I thought it was going to sound funny. It doesn't sound funny. Anyway. Good old Bob's house. He's got his little pet up here. The only thing that can get up here, a bird. Because the car was like... Some of the magazines I got, that never got shown in the video. Thought that was fun, because it's like his player home, you know. This is a big settlement, actually. Like, I did a lot here. Like, there's a lot in this build. But it was fun. It was fun not just building in the alleyway. Because, like, if I just did the alleyway, it wouldn't have been a very long video, so... That's That's why I decided to get the expanded version. I'm surprised my frames hold in there, honestly. Can we do this without dying? We can. I'm kind of surprised my frames hold in there. Anyway, what do you guys think about getting back to building, huh? I think we've had enough messing around looking at settlements. Enough of a break. Enough slacking. What's she doing? Don't jump. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. I'm surprised they're not trying to kill me. Does no one care that the general... They're like, nah, dude, that was the general. We don't fuck with him. He's crazy. I just want to, like, are these guys going to kill me for doing that? Was she a synth? Hello? Now, that's right. You're a good, obedient soldier. You don't go against your general. That's right. I'm kind of surprised. What? Do I have TCAI? Is that why? No, I don't. Why are they not attacking me? Hang on. Experimenting time. Usually they attack you, right? Is my game bugged from building so much? Okay, that's enough torturing my settlers. Back to building. Maybe they're all synths. Maybe that's the problem. Taken one for the team. Okay, we're back to the task at hand. Honestly, guys, we've been live for nearly 4 hours. I think we're going to call it there for today and come back tomorrow and continue. Just because I'm getting a little bit of a... not a headache, but like talking for 4 hours straight, and yeah, I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough. I don't want to burn myself out, you know. And like, we've done a good amount. Like we started a good. We've done the whole church with the whole outside area. Tomorrow, we can do this. We'll start on this building tomorrow, and obviously we'll go from there. But yeah, I think I've had enough. It is getting late here as well. But yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was the first build stream. If you're here, you were here for it. You were here for it. That was nice. Hang on. Before you guys go. Let's see who's streaming. Because there might be someone that... How's it going, Das? There might be someone streaming that plays full at 4. Let me go on full at 4 and see if I recognize anyone. We might be able to do a raid. We might be able to do a raid. I don't know anyone. Okay. I don't really want to raid someone random just in case they're, you know, not the friendliest. Anyways, I'm going good, Das. I'm going good. But we're going to end it. I appreciate everyone coming around. We'll be back tomorrow at around the same time, most likely, unless something happens. Join the Discord if you're not in there, because that's where you'll get notified. But that was a good start to the settlement. And it was a good first building stream. It went pretty well. I'm glad that I was able to actually keep focused on building. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. I appreciate it.